Glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Northwestern Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with Northwestern's head coach before the game. He told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Marshall. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse.
It's a seam wide open. Inside the touchdown, Wolverines. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he added the extra point. And he muffs it, a loose football. On the move from inside his own 20. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Still on his feet at the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. RPO complete. Smashes ahead. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Making the adjustment. Handoff from the shotgun. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Here's Lewis to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second and long here. Quarterback keeps it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Lewis wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical third down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for space. It's Marshall. Got enough for the first down. Turns it on down the left side. The 20. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Wolverines. On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Got him on the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Making the adjustment on the play. Lewis from the gun on third down. Going to try to get it himself. They'll stop him short of the line to gain. Stopped him just short of the 20 at the 19. It'll be fourth down. Fourth down, Lewis. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Gets the back moving. Lewis. Look out. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Wide receiver going in motion. Lewis to throw. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Wildcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. A 50-50 ball, and he comes down with it. What a tremendous contested catch.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Wildcats moving quickly to the line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing. Lewis fires toward the end zone. Oh, and he could have stopped the drive right there with the pick, but he couldn't hold it.
Man, and that's great defense. Break on the football. Make sure they don't get the touchdown, but those are the opportunities you have to just pull that in, make the big play, stop the bleeding, have had a long drive, and really shift that momentum back to your offense.
Sends it back in motion. Third down from the gun, Lewis. Rushes on. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. They put on the heat and they blocked it. The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Using his legs, it's Marshall. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Hands it off. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the 1st down. Needs it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
From the gun, it's Marshall. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Number 22, set to kick this one away.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Wants to throw one first. Throws for the tight end. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Throws to the wideout. Nice play to knock that one down.
And that was knocked away. The defender did a really good job. I would argue maybe he could have put his hands on that and caught it, but there's a reason he plays defense, but definitely a forced throw and really nice coverage.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Farrell. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play. Gonna look downfield again. Finds the tight end. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm in this defense.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Here's Underwood to throw. They're all over him. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
They want to run this quarterback. Sweet cut there.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Makes a catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Lewis to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
I wonder how much of that incompletion is due to the pass rush. That quarterback did not have a lot of time to throw that football. This offensive line is going to have to do a better job giving him time.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll move the wide receiver.
Landing! Rush! Eagle!
He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. And this one is perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more snap coming before halftime. Quick give. It's Marshall. He'll be knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. Not sure that's going to matter except to his statistics as we are seconds away from halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Virginia Tech in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
And the returner could find no day. He goes down.
And it's the Hokies, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's changing the play. Lewis. Stepping to the right. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
But how impressed are you right now at this defensive line here early in the second half? They are getting a tremendous pass rush up front. It doesn't matter what you do in the back end, coverage-wise, blitz-wise. If those dudes up front win the one-on-ones, for any offense, it's going to be an issue. And now, David, they've got this offense backed right up against the wall.
Man, they got it backed up right where they want them. A big opportunity not only to get points for their offense in the future, but maybe get points on their defense, right? When you back them up right here, how aggressive do you want to be?
Going for it all. Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on. Lining up to add another. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And that is the height of efficiency on that drive. Make a big play in the passing game, single snap, get a touchdown.
Number 22, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They give it back to it. Snowed under by the defense. The Wildcats headed quickly to the line. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Throwing, Lewis. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Showing the arm strength to the left. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a couple.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Here's the return from inside the 25. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Right side, it's Grove. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Wildcats come to the line on the heels of that big pass play.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Out wide left, it's Farrell. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lewis to throw. Finds his big tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. A designed run for the quarterback. Stopped right there. Line is set on 3rd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Tempo and overdrive. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Northwestern. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Underwood. Fires to the right. That's a throw and catch you will put on the resume reel. Great footwork along the boundary.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. At the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Coming out with it, it's Marsh. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The run inside. It's Marshall. Stopped right there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll keep it on second down. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Gives it. Got some green grass. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He won't get there. The defense with a fourth down stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They'll keep it on the ground. A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with third down and 5. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Right back to it. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's fourth down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Fourth down, Lewis. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. The give. Sees an alley. Got the first down. Flying down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
He'll bring it out. It's Grove. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Left side is Farrell. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
He's open on the right. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
That pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Second down, going to throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
There's a great example of a zone blitz by the defense, and those confuse quarterbacks and offensive linemen because you're dropping defensive linemen out in coverage, but then you're bringing pressure from the second level, and that time the defense was able to fool them and get home.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Upstairs, he's got it. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Second down to the air. Caught. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
First and goal, Wildcats.
Now on the move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Changing the routes with his receivers. Going to take a shot on second and short. Touchdown, Wildcats! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
With the run on 1st and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Number 22, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Let's go. Ready. Let's do it. Dirty food, dirty. Ready, go.
Using his feet. Breaks the tackle. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
This quarterback part of their running game. Down he goes. Northwestern right back to the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. They'll take the penalty and move them back. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Making the adjustment. Uh-oh, look out. Might have a chance. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback will keep it. Run ends there. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. quarterback keeper. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about